Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate everybody for watching and also listening. Tonight, you know what I'm saying, it's based on questions and understanding. The audience is gonna be asking a lot of questions. We're gonna be trying to get understanding. But first I want to start off, you know what I'm saying. Y'all already know the individuals on the stage tonight, but I want to say this here. I want to ask these questions here myself, you know, to both of you all. What do you think about how this vaccination and then this stimulus check and how we, just Trump saying 2,000, they saying 600. I mean, how do you feel about that?
I'm gonna say when it comes to American politics, I've been surprised before. Like,
yeah, right.
Like the only thing I'm not surprised about is when they're dishonest. So if they're just being dishonest about something, I won't be surprised. But they've been surprising with exactly their creativity on ways to be dishonest and evil. So that I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to see where it is. I'm waiting for the hit.
Right. That sums it up. What about you, my sister?
I really don't like to tap into politics.
Right.
I don't know. I just, when it comes to politics, I'm more of like, I just got to see what's going to happen. I don't like to really.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I was just concerned because I think we all deserve 2,000. I do. Yeah. That's just me. We can use that. And I also
I don't get the money anyway, so child support. So.
Right. Okay. Oh wow. Well, hey.
It's still going to a great cause.
Yeah. It goes to my child support arrears. So there's that.
Right. At least the child is supported. Go ahead, man.
Well, since he brought it up, why are you in arrears?
Oh, because it works like this. If you do not make enough at your actual job to cover your child support obligation, if you do not succeed in your hearing, then you just got to pay that. But they will just take out less than what you're supposed to pay, thereby putting you at a deficit. So, like over time, if you not have periods of not working, or periods where you're not making enough to cover the entire child support requirement or obligation, then it puts you behind. So over time, that adds up.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. I ain't know that. I try to stay far away from that.
It is definitely best to stay as far away from child
support. Do what what I know best to do. But I would like to break off into a little bit of just personal life, not just so, deep, but I want to break off into quite a few things that's going on in our lives that we have shared in the last week. You know what I'm saying? Like in the last week, what the great experience, you had in the last week, like what boost you, to the next level just in this last week. Because I know we all searching, seeking, and staying close and gravitating heavily to the higher power. So I know when you in that realm, you can experience a lot of different things at one time. So the last week, so what great, that you experienced in last week?
I definitely had some shit to share. Okay.
Go ahead.
She has a question.
Go ahead, man.
You want me to break that question down?
No, ma'am.
I got it.
No, ma'am. I would ask you that question if you would like to be sitting over here, ma'am. But but you cannot break the question down that wasn't asked to you.
Okay.
You can comment on it or however you choose to. But thank you, man, for your concern. Go ahead, Miss Lady.
All right, so you asked in the past week, some of the lessons I was able to take in that was able to help me grow, because healing and growing, there's no destination. It's definitely an everyday process.
Right.
And so for me personally, one of the biggest lessons for me was like, first of all, like a lot of people got to understand something, like Like a lot of people want a bigger house or a better car, but they really don't show gratitude for what they already have. You know, and so if you can't take care and maintain what you already have, then the very things that you want will not gravitate towards you. You have to show gratitude, you know? And so whatever that looks like for you. So for me, the biggest lesson was like, no matter what's going on, always remember to show gratitude. So like a lot of people wake up and look up like cleaning their house as a chore. And so, or only clean up when people come over. And so that's a lot of times why, you know, shit don't get cleaned up. And so but for me, I've learned to wake up and one, thank the higher power for waking me up and also making sure that I show gratitude for everything that I'm blessed with. I mean, for my shell, of course, and then also just, you know, the things that come along with just being me. Um, I'm not big on like really praying for material things. I feel like this just naturally comes with you being you. Because I mean your soul will speak and it just come with making money but with all the different things that you know how to do, if that's doing hair, if that's arts and craft, if that's anything. So, but I mean, because you do have a home and some people don't have a home and sleep outside, it's big to be grateful for what you do have. And so sometimes we focus a lot on what we don't have. And so the biggest lesson for me this week was to be grateful for not just the things that I have, but the people that are in my life. So this Christmas, I decided to host Christmas at my house. And so I realized that shit, I spent the whole day cooking. And so for me, I wanted to create that space in that moment for people to feed their soul. Cause you know, it's the way you know, feed your soul with some food, some good food. But I also, the biggest thing for me was being able to create moments with people. Like I was used to come see, I didn't even have time. Like, it's because I was so focused on, you know, trying to get all this stuff done. And so learning how to ask for help more, you know, when I need help. But at the same time, it just was like I would have rather been able to actually enjoy those moments with people. And so it's that's my way of showing gratitude. It's not to provide a plate, but shit to be able to create moments and spend time with people. Like it's the time for me to love. I don't really look for. I didn't care for gifts, or I didn't like. You know, the conversation. It's the laughs. It's the moments that we create. That's the best part. So I don't know. For the past week, for me, the biggest lesson was like gratitude. Always be grateful for the things that you have, the people that are in your life, and be okay. And be okay and content with those who are no longer in your life. Be able to see the very things that they were able to teach you and the very things that uh, you know they were able to learn from you. And so just not dwelling on letting things go or letting people go if it's even necessary. You know, we can't always be people crutch. So accepting that. So for me, it was just like shit, like showing more gratitude and being grateful for the things that I have and the people that are in my life. That was like my biggest lesson this week.
Okay. What about you, my brother?
For me, it's just been well, not just. I can't say that because you know it's always a lot of stuff. Like life is full of tiny little details and major moments, and then like extraordinary moments. However, like a lot of what I've been doing is like a lot of art. Like I've been definitely putting a lot more time and effort into my art because that's something I always used to do. I was very arrogant and cocky growing up. I always used to say, you know, I'm so amazing. Like I don't have to put in as much effort to be great. So like my art definitely suffered. I was talking to my mom earlier about that, like telling her, like, yeah, like so I was talking to my mom about it. Like my art truly suffered. And so like now having the time being in the relationship that I'm in, like being able to like actually sit down and it's actually part of our day, it's just like working on art and stuff, like really being able to get back into that, like that's been like an extraordinary thing this week. Something I'm most proud of is like just like a recurring theme in like all of our artwork is like I got it from her, I stole it, but like is art is trees. And so like I always like throw these trees in my stuff now. And I did this one tree. It was like super dope. Like the whole thing started off with this mushroom I drew. Right. And then after I drew the mushroom, I was like, I'm gonna draw a shadow on it.
Right.
Like, and after I drew the shadow on the mushroom, man, like I was like, I gotta throw some more detail in this tree then. Right. So man, like I started, and the detail I put in the tree was like very, like when I look at it, it's not even just that it looks nice.
Right.
It's just that like I was there when it was a blank page. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like every little pen stroke, like every little dot and shade, like bro, like putting that in there, like for a reason, having it like that's like just the effort I put into artwork now. Like that's been extraordinary this week. I got like 2-3 just like drawings done
That's
and
what's
some
up.
pans.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Go ahead, Miss Lett. I see you have a question now.
So, Remy
Yes.
is talking about his art,
Okay.
and I see he's over there scribbling. Why don't he show us what he's doing, and we can kind of judge for ourselves what kind of artist he is. He want to kind of raise that up so the camera can see.
Oh, all right. So
If he don't mind.
they were talking about doing like a logo for the brain chamber. So like something I was thinking of was kind of like a gun. I don't know if y'all can see it because of the light wash. But basically it's a gun. Inside the chamber there's a brain. It's cocked back. I was gonna have the bullet coming out of it, and you see like the bullet is a gem. It's coming out of the casing that is the brain. And so it's like the brain chamber, the brain is in the chamber of the gun. But if it's cocked back, then you can't really see the bullet coming out, like unless it was like the last bullet fired. But like obviously there's another round in the chamber. Either way, see a lot of weird shit taken. So what I'm gonna work on like different versions of it, but basically that's the idea. You know what I'm saying? Jay's brain chamber, the brain inside of the chamber of the gun. Like that's what I was
Can you kind of push it up towards the camera, Mr. J? Right. Hold it down a little
Besides
bit.
that are some stairs,
Hold it
because
down a little bit.
you know, one person was looking at a video of a dude draw some stairs. And so that inspired us to draw some stairs, working our perspectives, that perspective working.
We'll get more detail on that, and it'll be actually drawn completely out to get an understanding of exactly what he is saying and what he is demonstrating about the brain chamber. Go ahead, Miss Lady.
So the brain chamber is looking for a logo?
Yeah, we're looking for a logo. We're doing logos right now, you know what I'm saying, especially dealing with everybody that's was in the group. I got 2 logos that I like that have been done so far. You know, I've been looking at them, you know what I'm saying. That's Mackley and my brother Navel. So I had checked out their logos, and their logos are great as well. So, but we are doing logos for the brain chamber. And if you have a logo or something, you can send it in, and you know it'll be looked at, and we'll see which one go. That's how that'll go.
Okay.
But besides that, though, I wanna say what you would think this year coming around, this 2021 is gonna be like, just dealing with like the youth and what's really going on from this jobs and how everything look in relationships, how thing gonna hold together. We're gonna fall apart, or we're gonna pull our bootstraps up. Some of us got boots on, and some of us don't. So some of us don't have no scraps to pull. So you know it's very difficult if you don't have no scraps to pull. But how you feel about that? Like just a slip of what you thinking.
I mean, my personal opinion. For me, 2021, the youth change, holding on to things. I mean, it starts with the youth.
Right.
Well, it starts with God. It starts with the higher power.
Mhm.
I just feel like I pray. Like I only can say what I hope for, right? Like I pray
Right.
that even during times like now, that people could find time to be able to explore and find themselves.
Mhm.
And so, the more you pour into self, I think that's like the power. You know, that's how you keep your power and know your power within yourself. It's just continuing to pray and stepping into faith. I think next year is going to be full of like great opportunities where people should step out on faith and do not allow fear to hold them back.
Okay.
The very things that you fear can keep you from your dreams and your destiny and the role that you came here to play, because you know some folks came here to and have a mission, you know. So I just would say like 2021, hopefully, and I pray it's just a year for everybody to learn how to step out on faith and not have that fear, and learn how to challenge themselves and be willing to hold themselves accountable every single day, um, and allow others that they love, because I don't like, you shouldn't really like care what people think, but the ones that you love, being able to take in them holding you accountable. And yeah.
I got you. So you can go ahead and finish. Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
I want to ask Kita a question.
Go ahead,
Can
man.
you kind of give us an example of like what you're going to do as far as
Mm-hmm.
what you just explained?
Mm-hmm.
I know you just explained it in a broader sense, like in general. But what are you personally?
Okay, so with everything I said, tying it to my own personal life and how I will step into 2021 is, I mean, every single day I wake up, I always, I just feel people should start off with one, be grateful that you woke up. Some people don't wake up. So I start off with showing gratitude and thanking the Lord for waking up. Starting with prayer. And then just, I mean, it's big of a habit for me. It's like I have to have time to meditate and pray throughout the day, or I would you get caught up in this 3D ass realm, and I'm okay, I'm cool. I rather not, and so I rather just meditate and add prayer to my day. And so on top of that, I mean, for me, holding myself accountable, it's certain goals that I set into place. For example, like, I have been working on something. I like to keep everything a secret, but
Okay, that's okay.
I have been working on learning how to do nails, and so I'm great with my hands, and so I have mastered a lot of things. And self-taught, definitely taught myself everything. I'm a visual learner, so just from watching videos and being able to do that. So, for instance, one of the goals that I set for myself is not even before 2021, rolling into it. I really don't want to get my nails done now. But I'm not going to go pay somebody else to do something that I know how to do. I know how to do nails. I know how to do hair. Like, I'm not, that's money that I can invest within myself. So I could take that money and I could buy a mannequin to do nails, or I can pay for a class, or really learning how to have discipline and hold myself accountable to the very goals that I set. Understanding that throughout life, shit happens day to day, and allowing myself and shit happen throughout day to day. And if things come up, I'm big on allowing myself to feel, but I'm big on also understanding that I got like this thing, like allow myself to feel for 24 hours. It's like allow to process the emotions, cry, whatever. But I mean, they don't get you nowhere. Just sitting there, come up with a plan and move forward. So wake the fuck up and get to it, don't just sit in that type of energy. Be mindful of the energy that you sit in, because there's the very things that the shit that starts in your mind first. So if you sit around just thinking about all the things you lost, then shit, that's what's gonna come toward you. So I'd rather not. I'd rather allow my emotions to process and shit, wake up and move forward. And that takes a lot of prayer, though, understand me, and a lot of meditation, a lot of understanding, forgiveness with myself first and other people.
Okay. So something like you moving forward next year, very strong with the greatest intention to excel in life. Go ahead, Miss Lady.
I have a question for you.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, ma'am.
What is the future of the brain chamber? I mean, we've seen, many shows about like the president and healing and the 1800s and the vaccine and the laws. So what do we expect from the brain chamber in 2021?
Well, I've been working on actually I got a lot of projects I have been working on before time. Actually about 3 years ago I got projects I had already been working on. And it's a lot of stuff I haven't even brought to the brain chamber yet. This year was a great year. I thank everybody for watching the brain chamber. I thank everybody for coming on the brain chamber, being a part of the brain chamber, help pushing the brain chamber as well. But next year we will go into something more deeper. And number one, we'll definitely be more structured. You know what I'm saying? It'll be more order. So I want you to be prepared and be ready, because we gonna step into the stage of who we actually are too. But we are real professional organizers as well. So we will be talking and discussing about real professional organizing. Next year we will be actually showing you transition how we will organize individual, transition them to another level, show the greatness of this brain chamber. The brain chamber is more about teaching, getting the understanding, and more about growing. And also pushing all local business, in the business field, we're into pushing all local business, especially in the Black community. And we're also into, embracing the laws and policies as well in human nature and living.
What
So to
kind of
bring
guests
us,
can we expect to see?
we're gonna see a lot of different guests. We will have hopefully. I've been talking to quite a few more individuals. We might have the mayor on. We're looking for brother Rasheen will be coming back. Brother Benny will be coming back. And plus the cast that will stay. All of them will stay on the show, but they will be breaking out some more defined information as well. It's all about growing. That what the show will be doing. Go ahead, ma'am.
Will you show your audience next season? Like, because, we have a lot of questions too. So, a lot of your audience, I noticed some of the comments be
Okay.
geared towards the audience. So, will you be showing more of the audience?
Yes,
as well?
yes. Once I get that set up, I will be showing more of the audience as well, and the audience will be able to actually next year will be able to speak, not just responding to a question, but will also be able to elaborate deeply on what sits on their mind as well.
What about call-ins?
Call-ins will be accepted as well. We will be setting that line up too as well. It's just take a lot of work, but funding is very slow right now, but we will be getting more fundings and we'll do some fundraising. Plus, also you can shop at Jay's merch or you can shop at Deontay's Way. That's also go towards the organization, that it's a non-profit organization based on quite a few things took place, and that will be explained too. Coming next Thursday, I want y'all to be tuned to that because that's gonna be a blast of some deep understanding. Gonna touch some soul, gonna touch some souls of some people that had witnessed and been through these type of experience in their life. These experiences in your life is very difficult to forget. You would never forget, matter of fact. But also shopping with Jay's merch or also shopping with Deontay's Way also will push the organization, also will push the business. And for us that excuse me,
Where
go
can
ahead,
we
man.
find this Jay's merch and Deontay's Way? Where can we find it at if we want to look at what they have to offer? Or will that be explained Thursday?
That will be explained Thursday. All that will be explained Thursday. That's actually Thursdays when everything will be displayed. I'm just giving you an update as the question was asked. But there's everything in individuals that's displaying these products will also be on there. And also, I want y'all to be prepared to the Burn Chamber also collabing with a couple of individuals from Memphis, Tennessee, and Arkansas too. We're gonna launch off an expo as well, selling product, doing hair, and also doing nails and toes as well. So the Brain Chamber is going to do a lot of quite great food, a lot of great things coming next year. I want you to be prepared for that. So this was just kickback. This is the beginning. But now, put your
So the
seatbelts
brain
on.
chamber is going to take the road next year.
We're going to take the road. I want you to put your seatbelts on,
What some of
prepare
the
for the
states
ride.
will be visiting?
Most definitely from St. Louis all the way down to the south. We'll be going from St. Louis all the way through the south.
Any other great states we might visit?
We will launch off to a greater states plus west and the east as well. But at this particular time, we will be going from from St. Louis, the Midwest, all the way through the South. It's a lot of individuals in the South we need to also grab a hold to as well. Because this is how this movement is going to be going.
Following October to the Y.
Well, we'll discuss that at another time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But from now to this, this is what the brain chambers do. Yeah, but if anybody has any more questions they would like to ask, please, to make comments, You know, you can even give it a call. But I want you to stay tuned because next year going to be professionalized organizing.
Mhm.
We're going to show y'all how to move the community by law, understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. Y'all stay blessed. I appreciate y'all being on.
So that was it. I think I got more questions than that.
That was
Yeah.
good.